Ahead, GM loses its crown, and you could call it sly-acking. Later in the show. Welcome to 3 Times Square this Monday from Reuters World Headquarters in New York. Toyota getting its mojo back. The Japanese automaker regaining its spot as the world's top-selling automaker in 2012. It fell to 3rd place a year earlier behind GM and Volkswagen after taking the crown from 2008 to 2010. Toyota sold close to 10 million vehicles, about 470,000 more than second-place GM. Its sales overall climbing nearly 23%. GM sales rose about 3%. Toyota expecting only a 2% sales gain in 2013. The sales picture not so bright at Caterpillar. The maker of heavy machinery posting a decline in sales and profit due to a charge connected with accounting fraud at a Chinese subsidiary. Caterpillar does see the global economy improving, including in the U.S., where it expects housing starts to have their best year since 2007. Our daily digit also a sign of economic gains, 4.6%, the increase in orders for durable goods in December, far exceeding expectations. Thomson Reuters IFR Markets thinks the report could provide a boost to fourth quarter GDP. From gains to losses, Barnes & Noble plans to shut down as many as 1/3 of its retail stores over the next decade. The CEO of its retail group telling the Wall Street Journal the business has to evolve with the times. The chain posted a nearly 11% decline in sales at its bookstores and on its website over the holidays. From a challenging holiday season for one company to a strong one for another in Europe. Our Jamie McGeever joins us with a firm that is gaining altitude. Jamie, fill us in.
Indeed, Lisa. Well, here's something you don't hear too often. A European company raising its profit outlook. And not only that, as you alluded to, a European airline. But that's exactly what we got today from Ireland's Ryanair, and that was thanks to strong demand from Northern Europe. Now, Europe's biggest low-budget airline, in fact, it's the 2nd largest European airline of all. Ryanair said it now expects profit for the full year to March to be as high as €540 million. Now, that's up from an earlier estimate of between 490 and 520 million. Ryanair's revenues in the last quarter rose 15%. Now, that's important because that beat the 9% revenue increase reported last week by its bitter rival EasyJet. But it's not all good news. Sales in the south of Europe, in southern Europe, were nowhere near as buoyant. They were flat in Italy and, to quote the chief financial officer today, very weak in Spain. So once again, Lisa, what you have is northern Europe holding up the south. Back to you.
All right, Jamie, thanks so much from London. Soaring to new heights, something Ben Affleck knows about. His film Argo coming off a big weekend, scoring top honors at both the Producers Guild and Screen Actor Award ceremonies. The hostage drama now looking like the leading Oscar contender as SAG members, i.e. actors, make up Oscar's largest voting group. Suddenly, there's a lot less Lincoln on everybody's lips. And though its profile is high, Argo's box office take dipped more than 19% last weekend as new films took to the screens. Tops this weekend, Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, which earned a tepid $19 million in the U.S. and Canada. The chilly weather in parts of the country keeping folks at home. This PG-13 twist on the classic tale finds the duo as crossbow-wielding adult siblings who travel the world taking out evil witches. Why not? And finally, in the seemingly endless stream of sports crossbreeding, we give you downhill kayaking. Leave it to the good folks of Estonia to host their first ever downhill snow kayak race. Sponsor Red Bull was on hand to boost the competition, which featured 180 men and women of all levels of experience armed with the requisite paddles and helmets. One benefit of the sport, if you tip, you're guaranteed not to drown. That is the latest from 3 Times Square this Monday. You can follow us on Twitter at Reuters Insider and get more Reuters videos at Reuters.com/ReutersTV. I'm Lisa Bernhard. This is Reuters.